All right, legends, today is going to be a big day of volatility. We do have the CPI data coming out in about 3.5 hours from the post of this video. Some bullish news is that we do have Donald Trump that is going to speak in Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville in the US. Also, wallets holding over 10,000 Bitcoin is growing drastically during the last few days. The big money is buying at these levels. Also, BlackRock hasn't sold any Bitcoin during the last few weeks of this downtrend, something to take into consideration. We are going to focus most importantly on the technical analysis. What are those levels of importance and what are those scenarios to look for a nice trading setup? If you're not trading on Bybit, you want to trade on Bluffing, guys. This is a great alternative. They have proof of reserves and you do get the biggest bonus available using my link in the description. $80,000 deposit bonus. The more you deposit in trade, the more airdrops you're going to get to your futures exchange. Let's go right away and focus on the Bitcoin technical analysis, because you might think to yourself, hey, is this extremely bearish right now? Are we going to continue to lower levels? Well, similar scenarios that we've been speaking about in the last few days, there is a possibility that the bottom is in with this movement that we had on last Friday, okay? Why is that? Because we could be finishing this corrective structure, this large ABC right over here in a zigzag. We just tested the lows of the range and now we're going to start pumping very aggressively. However, there is that bearish case scenario. We have the three drives pattern, of course, that could bring the price one more time to the lows to dip beneath $53,000. This is going to be a major bullish event, okay? This scenario right over here, I am looking for an instant bounce as soon as we claim that low. Of course, we want to be cautious just in case the price just waterfalls from this level. That is obviously always an option. But if it does recover from that low, without a doubt, we're either looking for the three drives pattern or for that contracting diagonal here. That is still very much possible, legends, here, where we're forming a kind of a descending wedge structure here during the last few weeks, and we are going to get that huge massive bounce, and that will be the low. However, what if the low is already in? Because yeah, we should be already into some swing long positions below the $56,000 range, just because we have been consolidating beneath the low here, all right, from the 1st of May. This consolidation for me is quite bullish, understanding that we could get one more leg to the downside or we could recover from this point. Levels of resistance that we need to take into consideration is as simple as using the Fibonacci retracement from the last peak high from the 1st of July to the low. Now, the price would have to peak out at the 618 range, 78 maximum, if we want to consider one more leg here to the downside. We're going to focus on the lower time frames, more importantly, just to see what is going on here with this price action. A few days ago, we were speculating on, hey, what if this is 5 waves to the upside? We have 3 waves down here in an ABC, and we are going to be seeing the price of Bitcoin being very bullish for the next coming days. So far, we are on a really nice uptrend, and what we are forming right over here, I'm going to explain right away. Possibly it is a contracting diagonal where we have seen here a wave 1 to the upside, wave 2, wave 3, and we are getting beneath this level. And what is interesting here is that we've only formed 3 waves up. So we are very likely going to claim those highs from Wednesday once more at least, okay? Now the question is, will this be extremely explosive? Is this going to be a larger ABC corrective move? This is something that we need to pay attention, guys. This is a double top level, okay? Because maybe the C wave is going to end up here just around about the $60,000 range, forming a double top and then getting a huge, massive corrective move, all right? We do have the CPI data. Stay cautious with your trading setups. Be defensive, because that volatility could just have a massive pump and dump, or a dump and a pump, or just blast through to the upside, right? We don't know how the price is going to react to the news. but this is definitely a scenario. Finishing the ABC and the C wave in a contracting diagonal here, ending up in a failed auction double top scenario. Now, the most bullish case scenario, of course, would be looking at this as a 1-2, 1-2, and we are still inside of the third wave. This could be a massive third wave that is forming here, as we can count this as a 1-2, and we're just forming the second 1-2 from the third wave, right? We're just going to have an explosive move here to the upside. If this were to be the case, then obviously I am looking at the price to be bullish, because if we are going to count a bearish case scenario here on this ABC, we really want to top out at the $60,000 range, maybe maximum $61,000, right? We want to create a lower high to continue this multi-week downtrend that we've had. However, if price gets explosive and we start to hit $62,000, $63,000, that is when I'm going to be flipping bullish, guys, all right? I am bullish on a swing long position, but I am aware of the bearish case scenario, and I'm interested in short positions if we fail to break above the Wednesday high, okay, at $59,500. If we create a double top, I would be willing to get into a short position, understanding this ABC structure. If we just blast through and we continue to the upside, like I mentioned, I would be looking at this as a 1, 2, and 3 wave right over here. Without a doubt, we could get a corrective structure, one more leg to the upside here in the next coming days. Now, the extensive move, of course, from the wave 1 to the wave 2, we're looking at the 1.618 extension. That would already be claiming these highs right over here. Pay attention, because this is a rejection point. This is a liquidity grab zone where you have the value area low of the entire range in between March and July. When we get the fixed volume profile, we know that the price of Bitcoin is going to have a hard time to try and break through that value area low, meaning that you could get that third wave, get that liquidity grab, and an instant corrective move. Now, without a doubt, I would be interested into some day trade short positions at that level, right? Quick liquidity grab and a big corrective move, looking for that fourth wave. However, this is going to be a scalp day trade. I am going to be taking profits on the retracement round about the 382 Fibonacci from the pivot low here of Monday to the pivot high. 382 to 50% is the take profit zone, because I am aware of a higher low and then a breakout to the upside. So till that doesn't happen, of course, that is still a lot of speculation that I'm going to long here the fourth wave. We're going to have to check the price action, see how we're moving. If we're moving in a 3-wave move here, then I will be very much interested in that scenario. This is still pure speculation. We do not know if we are going to come all the way up here. Are we just going to tap the highs here from Wednesday and then get rejected? Okay, so those are a little bit of a few scenarios that I'm looking for. Here, double top, here, liquidity grab. And if we do manage to reach this, I will see this price action as bullish, as we are not continuing with lower highs. And on the retracement, I would be willing to get into some day trade long positions, but analyzing very carefully the kind of waves that we're forming and the local levels of support to look for that next leg to the upside. Keeping it simple here, guys. Those are the levels of interest. Those are the possible scenarios that I'm looking at. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.